Welcome back to JambarTV, our first show of a new decade.
Today, we'll sit down with a YSU alum who holds an unusual title.
And then, the Dana School of Music announces a new schedule. All this and more on JambarTV. Welcome Back Week ignites excitement to kick off the 2020 school year. Student organizations welcome new and returning members of campus with the Spring Organization Fair. Students learned new information about different clubs and the Greek life on campus. Intramural sports like women's rugby and the bowling club hope to recruit new members. The YSU Center for Student Progress continues to help students get organized for the new semester.
The new apartment complex, Campus Lofts, is under construction for the upcoming fall semester. The 190-bed apartment complex is under construction on the corner of East Rayan and Wig Avenue. Developers hope to fill the need for more student housing near campus. Jambar reporter Brianna Gleghorn has more.
The Campus Lofts will provide a variety of benefits for its residents, including tanning beds, a state-of-the-art fitness center, Amazon room, and a coffee bar. The owner saw a need at YSU and wanted to break the boundaries for what student housing is today.
YSU's local, we're local. I went to YSU, I have a degree from YSU, and there was a need for student housing, especially very nice student housing, which we're providing. And it made sense, and Jim Tressel's doing a great job as the president of the university. And we liked everything we saw about YSU and where they were heading.
The complex gets their name from the fourth floor units that include lofts and 17-foot ceilings. Each floor includes a study room and key fobs to limit access to each unit and bedroom.
The things that I, thought about the entire time living there, like, oh, I wish I had this or this could be better. I get to make those improvements with the new building and kind of get better quality and spend more time on the little things that, other buildings didn't really spend too much time on.
Students interested can contact the Campus Lofts leasing office or go to ysucampuslofts.com. This is Brianna Gleghorn, JambarTV.
The CVS pharmacy on Park Avenue in Youngstown is now closed. CVS is within walking distance of YSU, and it served as a pharmacy for many YSU students living on campus. The store officially closed its doors last Saturday after a review of its financial performance. YSU is working with WIC Primary Care to ensure on-campus students will have access to a local pharmacy. No official plans have been made at this time. Check back in next week for more extensive coverage on the CVS closing.
YSU President Jim Tressel announces his one-year contract extension. Tressel's contract was extended through June 2021. The 9th president of YSU was sworn in as president in 2014. The university has shown improvements during his time as president. This includes several road construction projects, and the number of students living on campus has increased in residence halls.
How can we change with the times to provide the programs that are needed and the certifications and the credentials? And it's such a changing world, and it's so difficult in tough financial times. So I kind of like that challenge of trying to get that done. So, as I told my board, I'll give them, 14 hours a day, every day until they'd rather I not, and then we'll hand it off hopefully in improving condition and better than when we arrived.
Academic dishonesty is an issue many universities encounter. What happens once a student has been caught cheating? Jambar contributor Maria Elliott has more.
Associate Provost Jennifer Pintar says her position is responsible for dealing with academic dishonesty cases.
For Associate Provost, I definitely listen to a lot of complaints, student complaints against faculty concerns about academic dishonesty, faculty concerns about administration.
A student who wishes to remain anonymous said they were accused of academic dishonesty in spring 2019. According to the student, they and others worked on an online exam. Upon returning to class, the teacher told the students he was disappointed in how they had chosen to take the test.
So to our knowledge, it was never taken outside of the classroom. So we really enjoyed like how he handled it, as we think that it was just miscommunication on both parts, that we didn't clearly state like how we were going to work in the group together, and he didn't state like his expectations for how we would work in the group together.
Coordinator for Student Conduct, Michael Hanai, says academic dishonesty can hurt others beyond those who take credit for the work completed.
Specifically, if someone, copies a piece of paper within, or like copying a test or cheating and things like that, that's hurting the student that is getting cheated off of, because they're doing the work and putting the time and the effort in to their own, presentation or exam or homework or anything like that. And then, that can affect them as well.
Maria Elliott, JambarTV.
The YSU Student Counseling Services is hoping to reach more students in need this semester. They're working to decrease wait times. In past years, students waited up to 2 or 3 weeks for an appointment. The Division of Student Experience is determined to make the changes. Student Counseling Services focuses on consultation, outreach, training, assessment, and referral services. In order to reach students in a timely manner, the department is providing scheduled assessment appointments. 24-hour phone consultations are also offered for anyone on campus, as well as specific support and outreach groups for the campus community. There will also be new evening hours by appointment. Contact the Student Counseling Services for more information.
The Ohio Room in Kilcawley Center is undergoing a major overhaul with new lighting, wall designs, flooring, and more. The Ohio Room is one of the larger and more popular event and meeting sites on campus. The renovations are expected to be finished and back in service by the end of January.
The YSU Foundation has reached its goal of $100 million in donations for the We See Tomorrow campaign. They've achieved this 8 months ahead of schedule. The most recent donation of $1.5 million goes towards the research corridor in Ward Beaker Hall. The donation aims to assist biomed students conducting research in the summer semester. The YSU Foundation continues its We See Tomorrow campaign until 2021. A January 29th press conference will discuss the last year and a half of the campaign.
Dr. Ron Shackley has introduced students to the world of study abroad for 30 years. This year, the professor and chair of the geography department is helping more students achieve their study abroad dreams. Shackley partnered with the YSU Foundation to offer a new Honors Study Abroad Scholarship. The scholarship gives preferences to honors students who are not receiving other scholarships. Dr. Shackley leads a tropical ecology honors seminar that has done research on San Salvador for the past 30 years. The trip offers students an experience never imagined.
I definitely made a lot more connections with people that I didn't know before on this trip. We all were pretty closely knit for a while since we stayed in the same area generally for a long time. We got to meet with the locals and talk with them a lot, and it was a very enriching experience, and I definitely would not take it back. I loved it. It was great.
Some changes for service and emotional support animals are happening on campus. Representatives from the YSU Division of Student Experience, Disability Services, and Human Resources let students know through an email about upcoming changes. YSU's policy is in compliance with state and federal laws. Students, employees, and visitors with documented disabilities are allowed the use of service animals on campus and in residence halls. YSU student Megan Cutlip says her emotional support animal helps her cope with stress and anxiety. She was hit by a car 4 months ago.
I think a lot of people don't know that they can be very helpful, and even though it's a very long process to get an emotional support animal, I feel like it is very beneficial for you, especially if you're struggling, because they do take a lot of that ease, the anxiety off of you.
Up next, executive producer Alyssa Weston sits down with Miss Ohio USA 2020.
And she is a YSU graduate, so stay tuned.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm why I'm proud.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud. You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Welcome back to JambarTV. Today I'm joined with a YSU alumna who we are very and proud of here at JambarTV, Stephanie Marie Miranda, who is 2020's Miss Ohio USA. Stephanie, thank you for being here and congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be back at the YSU campus.
Right, because you were a communications major and journalism minor, so I'm sure the atmosphere is a little familiar for you.
It is. I was actually here doing a Penguin Rundown a couple years ago, so it's exciting.
So how do you think your experiences at YSU and your degree and everything have helped you in your career, not only as a pageant person, but in general?
Well, I also have a YouTube channel. So I think my communications major definitely helped me just get loose and really find who I am and my voice when it comes to talking to other people, especially in pageants as well. Being up there on stage kind of is a little bit nerve-wracking, but all the skills that I got from going to class and really focusing on my degree, which is communications, really helped me develop my voice and who I am up on the stage and in front of camera.
Well, you're no stranger to the pageant stage because you have many titles under your belt. Some of these are the Miss Ohio Latina 2013, Miss Ohio International 2015, and Miss Latino America 2018. So tell me why you decided to go into pageants and kind of the journey to how you got to where you are today.
So since I was little, pageants have been really big in my culture. I'm Puerto Rican, so growing up, every year we watched Miss Universe. We were always rooting for Puerto Rico and USA, and it was just something that I grew up with, and I always wanted to be that girl on that stage and have something to talk about and just be proud of. And I think having platforms and having your own voice and knowing why you're doing it is the most important thing, because anybody can go up there and just smile and be pretty, but you really have to know why you're doing it. And I've been focusing on things that I love the most when it comes to pageant, and every year I try to stick with it, not try to change my ways, because at the end of the day, it's still me. Each time I won a specific title or a specific crown, it's still Stephanie, and I want to continue that even with Ohio USA.
So what kind of preparation goes into doing a pageant? Maybe what's something the general public wouldn't know about pageants?
Well, I think pageants are very known. Actually, I just started preparing for USA, which I'm so excited. I had my first meeting, my FaceTime meeting with my director and Becky, which is my new coach for my pageants. And I think one of the main things that really sets you off is just knowing yourself and going mentally prepared. A lot of girls end up seeing the competition as actual competition, when at the end of the day, the competition is you. You always want to do better than you've ever done in any other competition or any day of your life. And I think that's the main thing, is really knowing who you are and why you're there, and not focusing on who's around you and maybe who's cuter or whose dress is better, but just focusing why you're there and why you're doing it, yeah.
So I know that you use your platform to bring awareness to Alzheimer's disease. Can you tell me why that's important to you?
So Alzheimer's has been part of my journey since Miss Ohio Latina. So it's been a part of my life since a very long time. My grandmother actually suffers with Alzheimer's, and that's why I got involved with it. It's something emotionally attached to my family. It's more effective, people might not know this, but it affects more of the caregivers than it does the actual patient. The actual patient doesn't really know what's going on. Their mind is deteriorating every day, but they don't really realize it and they don't really know. The people who know the person is who really suffers because they see their loved one completely gone. It's actually called a disease that takes the human soul because the human literally is physically perfectly fine, but the brain is just not there anymore. And I think that's one thing that I want to continue to focus on is definitely the awareness of Alzheimer's. A lot of people hear it and say, oh yeah, they know about it, but they don't know is that you can really just work on your own mind to maybe prevent what's going on. If it runs in your family, there is a big high risk that unfortunately, you might be affected by it, and that's something very scary. But there's steps that you can do to just secure your mind to be able to maybe not get affected by it. And that's just, keep reading, always doing puzzles. Just keep your mind always busy. And this generation is so focused on social media and things like that they don't understand the most beautiful thing you can have is your brain, because that literally makes you who you are. Without that, you're basically just a body. So I think it's very important to people to know exactly what Alzheimer's is and if there's anything to do to prevent it, to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2019, it was the first year that Miss Universe, Miss America, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA were all women of color.
Yes.
So as a Latina woman, I wanted to ask you, why do you think it's important for minority women to be given such a huge platform and a stage?
It's actually super exciting that I got to actually experience that and watch that. And being part of Miss Ohio USA is basically being part of that organization, which is Miss Teen USA and Miss Ohio and Miss USA. But being able to just represent my culture on that stage is one of the things that makes me even more proud of being on that stage. I love my culture to death. I take it wherever I go. I was just visiting Puerto Rico last week. Unfortunately, I did experience some of the earthquakes that happened there. Very scary, and my heart goes out to everyone on the island. But I think it's important to have those kind of different cultures on one stage and having those girls that are watching, looking up to you and seeing that just because I'm on there, that means everybody else that looks like me or wants to do it can do it. And I come from a small city of Campbell, Ohio. I lived in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Trujillo Alto. Well, I was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico. My family is from Trujillo Alto. I moved here when I was 5. And my roots are so close to my heart. I still speak Spanish to my mom, and it's just something that I think is important to showcase, that USA is a melting pot, and we're so evolving. We're evolving in different cultures, and it's so beautiful to see all that on the stage of Miss USA and having everybody looking up to all the girls and saying, well, if she can do it, then I can do it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. Good luck to you
for
at Miss
having
USA.
me. Thank you.
Up next, we'll be joined by Abigail, who will be giving us a weekly update on all things arts and entertainment in Youngstown. So stay with us.
The Penguin Club supports your Youngstown State student athletes.
Thanks to the Penguin Club, our student athletes are given the chance to win a championship and, more importantly, earn a degree.
Join the Penguin Club to support YSU and benefit from priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality suites.
Be a part of the team behind the teams.
Join the Penguin Club and make a difference.
Call 330-9411-YSU or go to ysusports.com for more information.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Abigail Cloutier, here with your weekly arts and entertainment update. Youngstown's own Smarts Community Art School provides a creative outlet for students. Classes focus on music, dance, theater, visual arts, and creative writing. Smarts has served the youth of Mahoning Valley since 1997. As spring classes come back in session, some YSU students are preparing to open the doors to creativity in the Valley.
So we have a variety of different YSU students that are getting some great experiences in the classroom, trying out some lesson plans, whether they're music education majors, whether they're dance majors, and then they also go out to the community with us and get to try out lesson plans in the community, and they're all under the supervision of myself and another licensed teacher that's our program coordinator.
A big thing for me is getting to work alongside other art majors of some sort. So there's a lot of music majors that work here, and it's so nice because I don't really get to see them very much during the day on campus, and it's so nice to be able to create relationships with other artists that are different than me, but still artists at the same time.
To become a student assistant or volunteer, applications are available at smartsartschool.org. The Cliff College of Creative Arts and Communication will showcase a plethora of displays and performances for the spring 2020 semester. Some highlights to be expected are the Pepino Performing Arts Series, the internationally renowned Dance Theater of Harlem, and a performance of Romeo and Juliet from the Department of the Theater and Dance. For more information about upcoming events and performances, visit the YSU events calendar at ysu.edu/events. Up next, Brandon and Dom are here to fill us in on all things YSU sports, so be sure to stay tuned.
Indianapolis, the heart of hoops hysteria. And beginning in March, the home of the Horizon League Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. 8 teams look to reach the horizon and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Semifinal action takes place Monday, March 9th. And Horizon League champions are crowned Tuesday, March 10th. Visit horizonleague.com for more information and to score your tickets today.
NCAA Division I FCS football is a game of perseverance, integrity, passion, character, and sportsmanship. As he works to honor the game, every FCS student-athlete grows in his responsibilities as a student and as a member of his campus and community. Dedicated to personal growth and success in the classroom, the NCAA Division I FCS, every down, every day.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
Welcome back, Youngstown State. Happy 2020. I'm Dom Joseph.
Happy 2020 indeed, Dom. I'm Brandon Terlecki. The Youngstown State track and field teams returned to the track today, and despite the loss of former Athlete of the Year Chad Zallo, the team feels stronger than ever, and they're using it as fuel heading into the 2020 season. YSU hosted the annual College Invitational today at the Watson Tressel Center. The team had 17 competitors finish in third place or higher in 2019, as well as another 12 competitors finish 6th or higher. For information on how all the teams finished today, you can visit ysusports.com.
The 2020 season schedule has arrived for the YSU football team, and they will be opening up against the Akron Zips at InfoCision Stadium. The programs, separated by less than 50 miles, haven't played since November 1995. The series between the Penguins and Zips dates back to 1940, but the last contest, a 24-10 YSU victory on November 4th, 1995, at the Rubber Bowl almost 24 years ago. YSU leads the all-time series by a 19-14-2 record.
The women's basketball team holds an overall record of 8-7 overall and 2-3 in the Horizon League. But injuries have crippled this team once again. After having a 4-game winning streak ending the month of December, 2020 has not been kind to the Gwins as they have lost 3 straight, and their performance on the road has been bumpy as well with a record of just 2-6. Now, despite the team currently battering the injury bug, the freshmen have their chance to get the team back on track.
Jen Wendler, a freshman, playing 36 minutes. Lupardas, freshman, 27 minutes. Shires, freshman, 32 minutes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of minutes for young kids. So a lot of good experience for us, and hopefully we can, continue to grow and get better each day.
The team will face Detroit Mercy Titans tomorrow at 1 p.m., and you can hear that on 570 WKBN.
And on the men's side, the team is on a dominant streak, going 5-2 over the winter break. The Penguins have started Horizon League play with a 4-1 record, and their only loss coming at Cleveland State. With 2 tough games on the road, Coach Calhoun and the team are confident they can take care of business before returning to the Beagley Center.
You know, you got to have great discipline on the road. I think discipline, sometimes people think it's toughness, but, you got to be mentally tough as well.
Playing away is always harder because, we have to go in there and almost play a perfect game, but we know our game won't be perfect. We've been playing great defense this year. We just haven't been making shots. So I think as long as our defense travels and we go in there with a great mindset, I think we'll come out with victory.
The team will take on the conference-leading Wright State Raiders tomorrow night. For scores and highlights, you can visit ysusports.com.
Thanks for tuning in to JambarTV. For more information on stories and additional content, check out our website or pick up a copy of the Jambar today. I'm Amanda Jornt.
And I'm Thomas Kushner. We'll see you next Friday at noon, Penguins.
Exercise.
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Founded in 1985, the Missouri Valley Football Conference has established a tradition of FCS football excellence. Competing at the highest level of NCAA Division I, student athletes at its 10 institutions demonstrate character, passion, and integrity as they grow as a student, an athlete, and a citizen. The Missouri Valley Football Conference, where leaders are shaped and champions are forged.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life. not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud